Welcome to another LEGO Bootleg review. Today we're looking at a bunch of Sailormoon minifigures. This one brand that's, I just have the number of it, is JY106. So I guess I'll just do some more research after I film the video to see what brand is actually called. Until then, this is all I have. It's just the number of JY. So all these figures come with a single piece of accessory. So Mercury here, she has a staff, and so there's Venus and Saturn. I can't remember their names. I never watched the show. And it's obviously they just gave them a Loki staff and put a gem on it, like that same color. That's fine. Their items and henshin or transformation stick or wand looks nothing like that. Mars comes with a bow and arrow. Like, yeah, that makes sense. She does have bow and arrow. That's kind of cool. Tuxedo Mask here comes with an extra hairpiece, so, and his face, a different expression on the back of him, which looks really weird because unless you use the hairpiece, it's not covered, so that kind of sucks. His cape is pretty good material. It's that stuff that's kind of thick. I think they put 2 layers. That's nice. And Sailormoon here has her cat. And here we are. Let's just take a closer look at this cat we have right here. And he looks pretty good. He's printed pretty well. Looks great, looks sharp. He's got the 2 like stud. He's got like the 3 stud slots in there, so he plays on Lego and other stud pieces pretty well. So that's neat. You can just sit there. As for the other figures, the printing. I mean, look, all the Sailor prints, they're the same print pretty much essentially. There's some slight alteration to Sailormoon's, and of course they have the different colors. Sailor Master has a bit of a print issue on her bow. Missing a bit of purple, but the kind of looks like a shine on it, so it doesn't bother me too much. But your mileage may vary. The hair pieces that they've selected are for the most part accurate to what they might look like, and of course Sailormoon herself has a unique molded piece there that looks pretty decent, and it's got the 2 red dot prints there. However, the hair piece itself is it's actually staying on pretty well right now, but it does like to come loose quite easily. Just as a thing on display, it's okay, but if you're playing around with it a lot, it might get a little bit annoying after a while. Tuxedo Mask there looks pretty decent as well, just pretty standard to be honest, so not much to say about him. I do like how Sailor Mars and Venus there have their legs molded in that flesh colored plastic, meaning that, you know, if you tip it upwards, there won't be a weird area on the top of the foot that has no paint on it, so it'll look pretty bad if the leg gets cut off. So they've done it in a reverse print here, and it looks great. Okay, it's pretty awesome that all of these figures have a secondary face printed on them. There's also, again, some slight print issues with Sailormoon's back bow, and her legs do look a little bit more red than I like them to be, but overall they still look pretty impressive. Let's see if the hairpiece will cover the secondary face on Tuxedo Mask. Get down there. Oh, yep, for the most part it does. Just a little bit of black bit there, line from the mouth, but otherwise it's fine. On the other side there, all the sailors have the same sort of arm prints, and Tuxedo Mask just have a little bit on his sleeve just to make it pop up a little bit. Looks alright. There's also a little bit of the side leg prints, as well as a little bit of side torso print, just a black line there, which I think it's not really necessary. I mean, it's there, it's fine, but I could have done without that. The plastic quality is decent enough. It doesn't feel like the best stuff out there, but it's not rubbish at all. It's not bad. The print design and stuff, they copied from someone, a fan of Sailormoon online, and the print quality here is okay. Like I said, there's a few issues on some of the torso bows. The leg printing for the most part is decent enough, but just right around the edges, the corners, it can get a little bit messy, and it's not that cool. I love that they did bother to print the secondary face there. That's nice and fun. Although Tuxedo Mask one is a little bit unnecessary since both expressions are kind of similar, and of course you don't really want a face to be showing on the back when he has the hat on. That would just look silly, so I'm not a fan of that. Accessories are also kind of crap. The cat, of course, is nice. The extra hairpiece for Tuxedo Mask is also nice, and would have made more sense if his secondary face was him without his mask. That would have been better, but we don't have that. So the cat is nice. The bow and arrow is nice, I suppose, but all the other staffs and stuff just look a bit silly. Perhaps you can cut them, like shorten them, so they look like the one, maybe. But it still doesn't look right. It's just like, hey, we have some parts here. We're not going to bother molding anything new, so here you go. It's better than nothing, but yeah, if you're looking for something that looks like something Sailormoon would use, you're not getting it here. So for the figures themselves, they're alright, they're decent. If you're a Sailormoon fan, you'll definitely appreciate these. As for the actual customs made by customizers, cost a lot more. And these are quite nice to have. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. I will see you guys soon.